This state of emergency is only...
This morning at 9 a.m., the police minister giving a brief update on the progress of COVID-19.
84 passengers or 84 people traveled on the single-floor flight. There were 77 passengers, 7 crew. So most of them have been tracked down, and all of them have indicated that they did not have flu symptoms, and they are being monitored. Now, past the 14-day, there are procedures and practice in place. Even to the 21-day, they will be checked again. Now, so God willing, that in the next, by now to Friday, that there was no transmission from that confirmed patient to anyone else.
Minister Kramer also clarifying that local traffic within cities and towns will be allowed, but only crossing from provincial borders will be restricted.
In terms of the decision by the Marape-Steven Government, as announced yesterday, the Prime Minister, that there will be business as usual within provinces. We are only locking down basically province to province. So while we're carrying out contact tracing, or the health department, WHO, are running contact tracing, in the event we find any case or a cluster, we know that we'll be able to better manage it.
Another clarification that movement of garden goods between provinces will also be allowed.
We have to do our part. The Marape-Steven Government, the Prime Minister, has tasked us to ensure that those containers are offloaded, cleared without delay to get into those shops so mums and dads can buy food for their family. So in addition to that, any transportation of garden food between provinces will be allowed.
But this will all need to go to Parliament to be passed.
So to answer your questions, in terms of there's no specific, but police have powers invested in them that already exist in law, that they can quarantine or lock someone to detain for 72 hours. So we need the support of members of the public to cooperate with police during this period, and the appropriate authorities like health.
This will include penalties for people who break SOE measures. Yesterday, the police commissioner stating that 12 people had to be flown back from Daru to Port Moresby after they went against instructions for self-isolation for 14 days.
This state of emergency is only the next 14 days. So we are now assessing the situation. If the situation accelerates, we will then convene an emergency parliament. But again, these decisions will only come with the approval and consent of the Prime Minister. But this is, so the public aware, we are very much, the Marape-Steven Government is very much prepared and putting in place measures if we have to escalate to address this issue of COVID-19.
Adelaide Sirokskari, National, MTV News.